Hey, I'm Mark. I'm a solo entrepreneur living in Bali with my Korean wife running 7 tiny internet businesses, and welcome to a day in my life. I wake up naturally around 6 a.m. when the sun rises in Bali. I don't have an alarm clock because I found sleep to be the most important factor on my happiness and overall stress. I drink a big glass of water and I don't do anything else, no work, no computer before at least 9 a.m. Around 6:30 a.m. I pick a surfboard and head to the beach for a surf session.
Do you want to come with me? Alright, let's go.
I feed the dogs in the neighborhood, so they're usually pretty welcoming. I put my surfboard on the racks and head to the beach for a 5-minute scooter ride. There are tons of monkeys at the beach, but they normally don't care about me unless I have some food. I surf in the south part of Bali, where the water is very clear and I often see turtles and sometimes shark and manta rays. I learned how to surf in Bali 5 years ago, and since that, it has been part of my daily routine. It gets me excited to get out of the bed, and it also keeps me fit because I'm having so much fun and burning a bunch of calories. And overall, I feel like it's making me very happy. I surf for 2 hours almost every day before going to work. Then I drive back home, take a quick shower, and make myself my favorite drink, a cafe latte. And then I start my favorite activity of the day, reading. I started reading 3 years ago and it has changed my life. And then I prepare myself a little healthy breakfast. I prepare the breakfast with a bunch of seeds and nuts. Then I add some plain yogurt, a banana, red berries like strawberry, and also blueberries. I usually eat breakfast alone and I start to think about the plan for the day. My wife and I are renting a villa in Bali for a couple years, and we have a guest room that I turn into an office where I have a desk, a monitor, and it's a good place for me to work. I am a solo entrepreneur who can code, so I built 7 tiny internet businesses that are now making $55,000 per month. But I started 6 years ago and I almost lived like a cockroach for 5 years, making about $1,000 per month. On a typical day, I would add new features to some of my apps, or I would create a new app from scratch. I actually built some of those apps live on YouTube if you want to check the live stream part of my YouTube channel. I want to stay solo, so I don't have any employees, so I handle every part of the business, such as marketing. So I check the analytics, I make sure that the ads are running well, I handle customer support, and I also try to create some contents about everything that I learn and reshare it on Twitter, and recently started this YouTube channel. I also have a newsletter with about 12,000 readers where I share everything that I've learned. A good chunk of my day is dedicated to creation, either content creation like on Twitter or which app to make next. So I prioritize my sleep because I found out to be the best way to become creative and overall have the motivation to work and think properly. I spend most of the day offline, meaning I don't check Twitter or emails, and I use that time to create my own things. Around 4 p.m., about 2 hours before my workday is about to end, I go online on Twitter and I try to share everything that I've done and I've learned. The sun goes down around 6:30 p.m. in Bali, and I use that time to close my computer and call it a day. And the rest of the day is dedicated for cooling off and spending time with my wife. We would typically order food on Gojek, the equivalent of Uber Eats in Indonesia, or we would go out to local restaurants. We sometimes have serious conversations, but most of the time we would end up teasing each other.
The first guy is 33. No more.
I said 35.
Oh, in the beginning.
We
it's
brush our
33.
teeth and we head to the playroom where, it sounds a bit kinky this way, but we would typically play PS4 or watch movies together. Around 9 p.m. I dim all the lights in the villa, so I barely see anything, but that puts my body into sleep mode and I'm already kind of falling asleep before being into bed. I always do 15 minutes of stretching before going to bed. That helps me cool down, and also my body gets stiff because of surfing, so that helps me become a bit flexible. I take a quick shower and read a few pages of a book before falling asleep and restarting the exact same day tomorrow.